few questions for you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Perhaps the biggest highlight of the 2020-21 season was the play of first-team All-PAC selection Justin Flack. What are your thoughts on Justin's performance last spring? How do you anticipate continuing to leverage his talent now that the secret is out on Justin?
Justin's a good player. He's a great teammate. He's a relentless competitor. Justin dealt with, like a lot of guys, a lot of adversity through the spring, which was interesting, and how we worked through that, and everybody, all the guys in here dealt with it. I think he's grown from that. I think he's developed into a really good leader. I think that's something that, our offensive line, those guys play for him. They want to block for him, but, it's about the team, and Justin knows that. I think running backs is going to be a strong area for us. Nick Hall started real good in the spring and kind of got banged up. He's cleared. He should be ready to go. He made some major strides for us, and we got some good young ones coming in too that we're excited about. Benny Howe played really well for us in a fullback type role. I would say that would be one of our stronger areas. But again, it's about the whole group. It's about 11 playing as one, and Justin is the heartbeat of that.
After transferring from Division I Towson, Tyler Reynolds earned his spot at the top of your quarterback depth chart. Give us your impressions of Tyler's first year at Waynesburg, and how do you think he's going to improve going into the fall?
So Tyler's a special player, and like Justin, I think between the two of them, they missed 26 and 27 practices in the spring in a 5-week season. And we're not saying that as any sort of excuse, but that was a challenge for those guys. And to be honest with you, we probably threw Tyler in there a little quicker than we should have against a great W&J defense, and that's on us. But he also earned that opportunity. I know all the coaches and the players in here know what I'm talking about when, we're on the field and we're practicing and he's making location throws and he's doing things, with that lack of practice, and it's turning heads across the field. And we felt like it was necessary, to get him out there and get him that game experience, because coming from Division I Towson, he was there for a while, but he really didn't get that game experience. And that was something that we felt that he really needed, and it showed early on. And then as we moved on through the spring season, and he started to get that experience, he started to manage the game better. He's definitely a special player. I think he's probably his own biggest critic. Tyler wants to be the best in every aspect of his game. He's always trying to find different ways of doing things to be more productive. We're excited about the progress that he's made, and we're excited about getting back on campus.
Your defense saw several young contributors step into major roles last year. Talk about some of these younger players, and who should we be keeping an eye on for the Yellow Jacket defense?
So there's a lot of them. We played, I think there was 2 games in the spring, we played 9 different defensive backs, which was something that we haven't been accustomed to. But that was also, part of the purpose of what we wanted to get done this spring was get our youth more experience, get our guys more seasoned on the defensive side of the ball. From names of guys that we should be watching on defense, I think I wouldn't say the young guys, and those guys aren't young now either. The expectations have risen for those guys, but I think that the guys that we need to be looking to on defense are, there's a guy sitting next to me in Lucas, and a guy in Brett Hicks who really stepped up his leadership role and really raised the level of play on defense, him and Lucas both. These are the guys that, will make us go forward. We'll be strong up front, that'll be our core, and then, our second and third level guys will compete and get better. And it just like, other coaches are saying, it's it's a competition every day for us. Competition breeds success, and that's the way we practice, and that's the way we operate.
Coach, last question I have for you. Your staff has seen a significant amount of change from just the end of the 2021 season to today. Give us some of the highlights of these changes on your staff.
Yeah, I'm always the guy that's going to encourage our guys to chase their goals. The coaches that I've been fortunate enough to be around, Coach Sirianni being one of those guys, always encourage us to grow as coaches and to chase your dreams. Everybody wants to, be some sort of coordinator at some point, and a head coach or a coordinator at a higher level. I'm always that type of coach where I'm going to encourage that. And we had some guys that had some good opportunities, and I encouraged them to do that. I wish it wouldn't have been in July, but we worked through it. I'm excited about where our staff is. We restructured some things that, the change creates opportunity, and Lucas and I were talking about it on the drive here today. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of juice flowing in the offices right now. We restructured some coaches, putting Coach Moore down with the offensive line and moving Coach Knock from the defensive side of the ball to work with the receivers, which he played at OU. He's more comfortable there. We got a lot of good things going on in the staff right now. We're bringing on 5 new hires that are really good coaches that are at Waynesburg for the right reasons, and their goals align with ours. So, we're really excited about that and excited about where this will go.
Coach, thank you. Lucas, a few questions for you. You ready? There's a fine tradition of standout defensive linemen at Waynesburg. Mike Zerwin, DJ DeWitt, Brandon Fedorka, there's many others. What have you been doing this offseason to elevate your game to try and reach the production of those kind of players that came before you?
So naturally, I'm always in the weight room. I love to be there. That's my thing. But after the season was over last season, the spring, Coach came up to me. He's like, Lucas, you need to work on that lateral quickness. So over the summer, that's been a big focus of mine, and we've seen some improvements there.
What do you think the Waynesburg defense can do to make it a more potent unit this fall?
Like everybody out here's been saying, consistency is a big thing. We got to finish our drives. We got to play 4 downs. We got to finish and get off the field. There's a lot of opportunities where we were 3rd and long. We can get off the field, build some momentum, and we'd let up a long run or a long pass and just ruin the flow of the game.
Your defensive coordinator, Scott Vinik, is widely considered one of the top assistants in the PAC. What's your experience been like playing for him?
Yeah, Coach Vinik, he's very respected among our coaching staff. He's very blunt. He's going to tell you straight up what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and how you need to fix it. And that's exactly what I want as a player, and it's awesome being under him.
Lucas, the last question I have for you. As a member of the Waynesburg football program, how much are you looking forward to a full schedule, the league schedule, and then being able to compete in a non-conference game you guys are going to be opening with Muskingum?
Yeah, I'm grateful that we had that 5-game season last season, but I know a lot of us out here feel like a little bit cheated because we didn't get that full season. College football is a limited experience. We're not going to get this forever, so to have this full season coming up, it's what we want, and we're all excited to be here.
Great. Lucas, good job. Coach Lucas, thank you. Waynesburg opens its season on Saturday, September 4th at Muskingum University.